Daily Dose. My name's Robert. It's my pal Susan, who some people call Lou. If she calls me Brian, that's another story. Um,
Oh,
so
funny.
we've been talking about day one, PD superheroes, and this hero's journey. And we are now on to the ninth step out of 12. The previous 8 versions are up. There is the lovely diagram, and
Just
it's
call me
also
Vanna.
which is online now. So again, if you're going to the day one page, you can see how that's there and how it's integrated, as well as a whole bunch of interviews with people who've gone through the process. For this step, the reward, which is what we're talking about now, or seizing the sword, as it were, mythologically, we're speaking about you faced something huge in the ordeal, something maybe you didn't even realize you had to face. And now you've come out the other side. And there is, from a storytelling perspective, there's something to be gained, and that may be literal. There may be an actual gift or a sword in the case of King Arthur. However, it also may be mental, metaphysical, spiritual, some kind of belief that can propel you forward. For you, what is your memory and feeling about reward and seizing the sword? How have you seen it play?
Uh, I would say the reward is my entire future. It's all been changed by this experience. And so, did I seize a chalice, or a sword or anything? Nothing tangible, but something much more valuable, which would come under the heading of uh, belief in myself,
Mm.
um, increased. I just want to say vitality. I mean, I've been a lively, happy
Yeah.
person, but there was a shyness and a kind of insecurity,
Is it
conflict.
fair to say too that you were externally focused, right? That a lot of putting out, right, towards but sorry, I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying you're always putting out. Watch your words.
Here's everybody.
What I'm saying is that idea of not maybe taking in internally the belief system of who you are, who this strength is, or maybe saying, yeah, okay, let me shine it somewhere else instead of maybe breathing, going, I do have this light. I do have this vitality. It's okay for me to see myself as a hero.
I'll give you an example. I said this to my husband. I was so surprised when I figured this out. I said, Chip, it's not that I've been um, insecure about leadership all my life. There's actually, if I were honest, told you about a lot of things I've done. I've done a lot of things that are clearly leadership roles. The president of this and the person who ran that or whatever. I figured out it was the conflict avoidance. It was the fear of conflict that stopped me, because I knew if you're the leader, everybody's eventually going to look to you. Things get ugly, and I shied away from that.
And that's not an if,
So,
that's a win. That's a true.
no,
Yeah,
that's what it
there's
felt
going.
like.
That's life, right? Is there's got to be conflict and misunderstandings and hurt feelings. That's reality.
And my tendency was what you were just saying, to take care of the other person, to devote all my energy and all my best self to helping the other person be their best self.
So just the other day, you had
Okay.
this crazy cool insight that we had on the conversation with our friend Dr. Crab, who we talked about our dynamic of being Batman and Robin, and you'd call me Batman and you'd call yourself Robin, and I always had fun. And I always had, as I told you, a little bit of a misgiving feeling about that, because I never wanted to minimize you or you minimize yourself as a sidekick. I always wanted you individually empowered. And without even saying that to Dr. Crab, she picked up on it and she said, Susan, you're not Robin. You are your own superhero in the league, the Hall of Justice. And the gift that she identified for you was to be part of the Lantern family, the Green Lantern. And she said, your light permeates the room. It fills
Yeah.
other people. And so what has that experience been like? Because that was a real gift and something you seem to have embodied.
That's the reward. That's what I get to carry that through my life. This experience helped underscore for me that um, I'm not here just to serve other people. I get to sit in my own light and be, respect the truth of that and own that. And it feels really good.
That's a huge yes and. You get to honor that part of you that enjoys serving, and you get to honor yourself. It's not an either or proposition. It's not a yes but.
And I've also learned that I don't have to sacrifice myself. And that if that's about to happen, what I'm about to do is probably a mistake. So I've learned more about taking care of myself.
The strength of boundaries. That's gorgeous.
And
They,
that's a wrap.
that's our 5 minutes. And I'll tell you what it leads into is the road back, because the hero's not done. Even though you've gotten this far, there's more to go. The road back is next. We'll see you.
Yeah.